morning and welcome to All People's Church, Unitarian Universalist. My name is Mary Ann Clark and I am your co-celebrant this morning. In the pulpit today is our Royal Minister, Lori King Nelson. You should have seen her last night. She looked great. If you didn't see her last night, you should have seen her. We're especially pleased to welcome those who are visiting today. If you haven't yet done so, please sign in at the visitors table by the front door, where you can be placed on our mailing list to receive the weekly emails and the monthly newsletter. At the end of the service, please join us for coffee and conversation in the library back behind the sanctuary. Please settle comfortably now for our musical prelude.
I also want to say thank you to everyone who worked so hard on the service auction and the masquerade ball. It was fantastic and it was so much fun and everybody looked so wonderful, all dressed up in their masks and everything. That is like, it was just a blast. And if you didn't get to go, make sure that you do it next year, okay? This one? Yes. It has a green light. So let's call ourselves to worship. Come in from the wind and cooler temperatures. Come into the warmth of this community that celebrates the interconnected web of life. Come love with us.
Please now rise for our chalice lighting, our opening hymn, and our affirmation. Our chalice lighting words come from the Reverend Julia Corbett Haymeyer. We come into this sacred space, this hallowed hour, made sacred by our presence and our intention here. We come with deep gratitude for everyday blessings, for the dependable changing of the seasons as they follow one another, for smiles and waves and spoken greetings, for being with others in worship, for babies and puppies and kittens, and for the wisdom of the old, everyday blessings that sustain us every day. Please join now in singing our opening hymn, number 67, We Sing Now Together. Please now join in reciting our affirmation. The words are in the order of service and also on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another. Please be seated. The young and the young at heart are now invited to come forward for our time for all ages here at the front of the chancel.
And they are coming. I believe in them. So if anybody thought that I would talk about my brother and that he wasn't a real person, he's here today. And I had no idea he was coming. Good morning, Mike, and welcome. That's great. So let's see, what else can we talk about until the children get here? Don't forget to feed me. Please go see Joe in the kitchen before you leave. And give $1 or $2, whatever you have in spare change, that helps feed a pet. with 42 million people getting ready to be without benefits, the first thing that's going to happen is people's pets are going to get turned into the Humane Society because they can't feed them. So for that 60 to 70% of households that have pets, you could be helping with your $1, your $5, your $20 bill. So see Joe and give some money, and let's keep these pets fed so they can stay with their families. And good morning. It is Play-Doh. Do you want to, I'm going to let y'all decide. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do the story first, or do you want to do the Play-Doh first? Of course. And how about you're doing the Play-Doh while I'm doing the story? Okay, so that'll work. Here, you're going to take pink, and you want the red, and what color do you want? There's a green and a blue one. Okay, all right. Is there anyone else who'd like to come down and be young at heart and play with Play-Doh? It's right here. Oh, okay, we have a taker. Why not? Who was it the other day? We were Carl and I were just in my office sniffing the Play-Doh because it took us back to elementary school. Oh, do you need help? Okay, Jacob will help. Yeah, you can keep it. I don't mind. What I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to mold an animal. Yeah, whatever kind of animal you want to mold. It can be, a snake. It can be a kitty cat. An eagle, yes. Ooh. Okay, and while y'all are molding your animal, I'm going to read you this story, okay? Oh, you're struggling today, aren't you, Hunter? You and me both. Okay, maybe you need to sit by Jacob. Yeah, there you go. Once there was, and once there was not, a family of dogs. Like many dog families, there were dogs that had wandered off the street, and dogs with fine pedigrees, and dogs from the shelter, and dogs who had been born into the family. They ran together. They played together. They tumbled together in great furry masses of tails and snouts and paws. They loved each other very much, even if sometimes they growled at one another. Even if sometimes they worried about enough biscuits from the tin on the counter. Even if some dog didn't feel good and snapped at another dog, they loved each other very much. Each night as the moon rose, the family of dogs went outside and sat in a great circle on the soft grass and watched the moon rise and looked into each other's eyes and wagged their tails. It was a doggy thing to do. Then, when the moon was a dog's tail above the horizon, the eldest dog would bay loudly at the moon. And what do you think that dog was baying about? Do you know what baying is? Would somebody like to bay to show us? Yeah, there you go. That's what our elders are for. They're to teach us how to... Can y'all bay? Can you do it? Oh, yeah. That's very nice. The eldest dog was telling the other dogs and the moon and the whole world what he was thankful for. He was baying, "Thank you for this day, for the running and the jumping. Thank you for the biscuits and tasty treats. Thank you, little brown dog, for nosing the ball my way. Thanks for being able to sing. Thanks for this and everything." Then the youngest dog would point her nose to the moon and begin to bay. Do you want to bay again? There we go. And she was saying, "Thank you, wonderful sun that warmed my back. Thank you, fragrant frangipani, so sweet. Thank you, pack of dogs, for wiggly dances. Thanks for the ringing ice cream truck. Thanks for this and all my luck. Then one dog after another would join the baying, saying their thanks until they were singing together and to the moon. Oh, that's very nice. But they saved the best for last and howled together. Thank you, Mother, and thank you, Father. Thank you, sister, and thank you, brother. Thank you, neighbor, and thank you, friend. Thank you, stranger, and thank you, world. We share our thanks for every being, whether near or far, no matter who, no matter where, no matter what you are. Thanks. They did this no matter what the weather, no matter how many or how few of the family was home, no matter how they felt. The dog family gathered together each and every night to greet the moon and share their thanks. So let's share their circle of gratitude, okay? We're going to be in a circle and we're going to say thank you by baying, okay? Ready? Okay. Now, there is one thing I want to ask you before you leave. So you're making an animal, right? What if you squished that animal back into the Play-Doh shape that it was before? Would it still be your animal? Why, maybe. You would remember it for sure, but also it would still be made of the Play-Doh, right? So if we were squished into, well, we don't want to be squished, but if we were a different shape, let's say if we were a dog or a cat or a bird, we would still be made of the same stuff that we're made of if we're a human, right? Okay, so I want you to think about that when you squish your animal down to make something else with it, okay? And I want y'all to have a fantastic week. You made a bone for your pet. All right, that's very nice. You did. So we are going to say a blessing today for our animals. So if you want to, before you leave service, it's okay. Before you leave service, find one of the baskets, and I want you to write one of your pets' names on a piece of paper. You can do two. You can do as many pets as you have. You can do 6 for your 6 pets. Absolutely. And then when you're done, maybe give them to Ivy, and Ivy will make sure that they come up here. Ivy walked you in today, okay? All right, let's sing them out, and thank you so much. Don't forget to take your Play-Doh.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, wait a minute, one other thing. So we're collecting money for Don't Forget to Feed Me. So there's specific instructions. I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to give this to you, but you don't get to keep it. Okay? What you get to do with it is drop by the kitchen and give it to Jo and to ask her to feed the animals with it. Okay? All right. Yes, exactly. Okay. Y'all go have a great week. Oh, you get to...
The offering is a sacrament of the Free Church. It is supported by voluntary generosity of all who join with us. The offering will now be given and received in grateful appreciation of our shared hopes and values. It is our custom to share the undesignated cash offerings that are collected each week with a nonprofit or charitable organization. Our Share the Plate recipient for the fourth quarter of this year is the Wellman Project. The Wellman Project is a resource center where teachers can obtain free supplies donated by local groups for creative reuse in the classroom and beyond. If you prefer, donations can be made using the QR code on the back of the order of service. The weekly offering will now be accepted. Will the ushers please come forward?
Thank you so much. It is easy to forget that we are but one thread in the vast tapestry of life. Each animal, from the smallest insect to the mighty elephant, plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of our world. Their lives are intertwined with ours, their well-being reflective of our own. When we care for animals, we care for ourselves, our communities, and our planet. The bee pollinates the flowers that become the fruit on our tables. The cat curls up next to us, warming our souls. The horse carries us across meadows, reminding us of the strength born from trust. This interconnectedness is not simply ecological, it is spiritual. It is a reminder that we are all a part of something larger, a web woven by creation where every strand matters. With this connection comes a sacred responsibility. To care for animals is to honor creation's handiwork. It is an expression of gratitude, humility, and stewardship. Whether we shelter a rescued pet, protect wildlife, or simply offer kindness to a stray, each act of compassion ripples outward, touching the lives of others and nurturing the goodness at the heart of creation. Let us remember that indifference is not an option. Every choice we make, what we eat, how we treat animals, how we interact with nature, shapes the world we leave for those who come after us. Our children learn empathy and respect when they see us rejoice in the company of animals, when they witness our efforts to protect the vulnerable and cherish the forgotten. The way we treat our pets, showering them with love, patience, and care, becomes a living example to those around us, teaching the next generation to extend gratitude and compassion to all living things. Carry this message in your hearts. Every living thing deserves our care. When we extend love and protection to animals, and especially the cherished pets who share our homes, we celebrate the sacred bond that joins us all. We affirm the truth that we are not separate, but deeply and wonderfully connected, woven together in a tapestry of hope and life. May we strive to be gentle, wise, and compassionate caretakers, lifting up every creature with kindness. And in doing so, we honor the web of life and the divine spark within us all. Will you rise in body or spirit and join us in the middle hymn? It is number 38, not 308. Morning has broken. You may be seated. At this time in our service, we pause to honor and to give time and attention to those things most important to us. We gather here for healing and for peace in our hearts and in the world, and honor our time together with the shared stories and news from the congregation. Each week there's a journal outside the entrance to the sanctuary where you can write a message of memory or hope. We honor these messages by lighting 3 candles here next to the chalice. Also, at any time during our service, you're welcome to come forward and light a candle in our meditation center here at the side of the chancel. Today, from our book of memory and hope, we include the following. Connie Nolan is spending time at a surgery rehab facility following her operation on October 30th. She is doing well and hopefully will go home soon. I had no idea that she had not gotten to go home yet. Thank you for all y'all's thoughts. That's very Texan. Thanks for all y'all's thoughts and prayers. Hunter's grandma is doing better and back home now. Kevin Stout. Well, we're so glad about that. I know that there was a lot of energy being lifted up for her. My theology understands humanity as simultaneously fragile and resilient, weak and strong, greedy and generous, mean and compassionate. I see the divine spark in the tension between those opposites. I see the divine in the generosity of those who often have the least to give, in kindness offered by those who would arguably have the most reason to be bitter. The divine is like love in this regard, irrational, unexpected, and beautiful. May we meditate on the gratitude we feel for what is good and beautiful in our lives. May we seek to bring this into the lives of those around us. Join us in a moment of silence, followed by a meditative interlude.